watched one of those commercials where there's a malnutrition animal locked in a cage? You know, the ones that you can't watch without a box of tissue beside you? Well, according to the No Kill Center, 2 million animals are euthanized each year in America in shelters. And this is because they can't find homes and there's a lack of space in these animal shelters. Now, let's say that you and your family are looking to bring a new pet home. And the ultimate question is do you want to adopt or should you purchase from a breeder? Well, for me, I have 3 pets and all of them have been adopted. I got Scrappy from an animal shelter and Maggie from a family that can no longer provide for her needs and take care of her. And then Molly from a puppy mill. And this is Molly. She came from a puppy mill where a breeder was overbreeding and neglecting her animals. And a rescue group came in and took them away from her. They found roughly 75 animals that were neglected and needed homes. And so I took in Molly, and I've had her for about 4 years. Now, the benefits of adopting from a rescue group or animal shelter outweigh the benefits of purchasing from a breeder. Now, animal shelters that take in animals typically have a 72-hour rule. And this 72-hour rule says that an animal that's been taken in has 72 hours to be adopted before they're going to be euthanized. Yeah, they're going to be killed within 72 hours. Now, rescue groups tried their best to create these facilities that are called no-kill centers, and that is where they take in these animals from these animal shelters to save them from being put to sleep. Now, the animal shelters and the rescue groups do all this because of the passion and the love they have for these animals. I spoke with Stephanie Henderson, manager of the Heart of the Foothills Rescue, and she said to adopt an animal from her organization would be about 40 for a cat and 70 for a kitten. A dog would be roughly around 135, and puppies would be about 200. Now, the Heart of the Foothills Rescue Group right now are housing and looking for homes for 32 dogs and 28 cats. That's a lot that's looking for homes right now. And last month, they were able to find 50 homes for animals. And sadly, this every year and every month gets bigger and bigger. Now, for your adoption fee for this rescue group, it also includes your health check from a licensed vet. It includes microchipping your pet. It includes the spaying and neutering. It also includes all the vaccines your pet will need, a heartworm test, and the medicine if needed. Now, also the benefit of adopting from a animal shelter or a rescue group is that you get to choose the appropriate age for your family. Not everybody wants a kitten or a puppy. They want one that's a little older. And in this case, you can look for the age that would benefit your family. And not only that, these rescue groups are really good about spending time with these animals, getting an idea of the nature of these animals. And for this fee, they're also training your animal, and they're also sending it to obedience school. Now, you choose to go to a breeder. A breeder is having puppies and selling them. Now, you're going to purchase a puppy from a breeder while all these other animals are in animal shelters and rescue groups, possibly dying. Now, your breeder puppy, breeder cat, is going to be a huge investment. Okay. When you purchase this animal, you're going to roughly spend between $500 to thousands of dollars. Now, your bills are not going to stop there. You've now got to take it to the vet. And Foothills Animal Clinic of Forest City, North Carolina, says that your first initial visit with a vet is about $75. Now, with this $75 vet bill, it only includes your health check with a vet. It includes the first round, not all the vaccines that you need, just the first rounds of vaccine. And it also includes a heartworm test. Doesn't include the medicine if needed. Now, we're not done. Now, you've got to spend $45 to microchip your animal, and then you've got to spay and neuter your animal. For cats and kittens, that price to spay and neuter is between $50 and $100, depending on the poundage. And then for your dogs, it's around $125 to spay and neuter your animal. Now, we're not done yet. You've got to train and go to obedience school. If you send your animal to obedience school and training, then you're paying about $80 a week for training and roughly around $200 a week for obedience school. Now, you can see how adopting is more beneficial than purchasing from a breeder. You're saving lives. You're saving these babies who need your help. Now, if your family is not ready to fully take on the responsibility of an animal, but you want to help out, there's other ways to help out and save these animals from being euthanized. You can become a foster parent. Rescue groups look for foster families that will take in an animal, house them, and take care of them while they are waiting to be adopted. Now, doing this allows the rescue groups to take in even more animals and save their lives from being put down. So, if you and your family or someone you know ever looking and thinking about taking on a fur baby for your family, please consider your rescue groups and your animal shelters and save a life. Thank you.